You're still live on Breakfast Daily, and as you well know, on Saturday and Sunday, something awesome is happening right here in Accra. It is This is Ghana exhibition. It's not every day that you get to see, institutions like the Center for Scientific and Industrial Research come out to say they are engaging in an exhibition, and this is why you don't have to take lightly This is Ghana. Now, I have been joined in the studio by some three amazing gentlemen. I have here Dr. Francis Boateng Ajenim. He's the director, CSIR, Institute of Industrial Research. Dr. Samuel Etuahine is research scientist, CSIR, Institute of Industrial Research. And Japheth Ochre Jemfi, public relations lead, CSIR, Institute of Industrial Research. Gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
So I'll start right with you, Dr. Boateng Ajenim, Director of Industrial Research, CSIR. Now, when we usually hear of CSIR, we think of some scientists, some group of guys who are into research, writing stuff, putting their findings together, putting it on some shelf somewhere, and you seem so far away, from Ghanaians. We don't think that you can be part of our everyday life. Tell us what you do, at CSIR and how that concerns us.
Good morning, viewers, and I'm very grateful to have been invited here today to present CSIR, and more importantly, to showcase what we do on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. CSIR is Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. This was established in 1958 by the first president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah. He saw the need to use the power of science and technology in improving the lot of our society. And so CSIR has 13 different institutes, and we work in industry. We do research for the agric. We do research in the area of technologies, as we'll be mentioning them today. And most of the food that you see on your table, the various varieties of rice, various varieties of maize, cassava, and the host of others are coming from the research conducted by CSIR. In addition to that, CSIR does a lot of research in the area of technologies. And this morning we'll be talking about some very important technologies that CSIR is involved in. We are spread across all the 16 different regions in the country. And the mandate of CSIR is simply the use of science and technology to create wealth for the benefit of our society. So it's created for the benefit of the Ghanaian society.
Right. Now, Dr. Etuahine, you are a scientist. So what have you been doing, when we mention scientists? I mean, what do you do, that would help our lives? And the director just mentioned that you do stuff that would make, in simple terms, our lives easier.
All right.
So what exactly has CSIR been doing, especially industrial research? What have you been up to?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Basically, CSIR...
You speak in science.
Well, I'll try and speak in a layman's term so that everybody can really understand.
Yes.
Right, but what we do is to reduce the workload of humans and also help in making life much easier for people. An example, when it comes in terms of security systems, it's not always that we have to send our, let's say, our work... the army to maybe dangerous places. We have algorithms in place that can actually detect and track people wherever they are, whether they are in a frame or out of the frame. Once you enter into the frame again, it's able to detect and get to know exactly who that person is. One of the scientists I'm even working with has created a very great project which he used garlic to actually transform how the battery system really works, which has been accepted.
Garlic?
Yes, just the
garlic we know, or there's a scientific garlic?
The normal garlic that we actually eat.
Okay.
He has which has been accepted by NASA. We are also working on different projects like the greenhouse to reduce the workload of farmers. Not all farmers have to be on the farm every time. You can be out of the country and still manage your farm. With our systems, you can do everything.
Is this something you are doing, you know, to help with electricity generation, to help with power theft? You know, there's a lot of excitement in Kroboland because they have power.
Yes.
But really, you know, electricity is an issue in this country.
That's true.
What are you doing to help us in that regard?
Yes, we are researching deeper into that to helping people and also helping the government reduce the theft when it comes in terms of energy. Because nowadays, people find various ways to bypass the normal procedure in maybe electricity payment and so on. So we are using quantum sciences, nanotechnology to find ways and means we can also help to reduce the theft.
Awesome.
And I'm sure very soon it's going to be out. Yes.
Awesome. Now I can't wait, you know, to see what you guys will be showcasing at This Is Ghana. Jaffe, this is where I come to you.
Yes,
Why are you being part of This Is Ghana?
Yes, Frema, thank you very much. It's an awesome opportunity for us to speak to your viewers, and I would want to say that we do appreciate this opportunity to come to you. Hitherto, scientists were not people who would want to expose what they do. It has always been in the laboratories, it has always been in the labs, in the workshops and all of that. But having to sit down over the period to assess ourselves, we realize that no, the people that we are going for, as my director rightly mentioned, we are working for public good. But it seems the public that we are working for do not actually know what we are doing. And so sometimes it's a bit of a difficulty having to talk about the things you do in order to attract the necessary investments and support. And so when this opportunity came to the table, we realized that no, we should take advantage of it. And once we are doing that, we would want to use the opportunity to change the narrative. We want to change the perception of people. Unlike the regular commercial entities who would want to actually use this opportunity to advance what they do. As scientists, we have thought it wise to also open up. We want people to get to know what we do. We want to bring what we do to the doorstep of the people and also see how best we can attract investment. In fact, there has been a cliche lately in our parlance. What we are talking about is research beyond aid. The president of Ghana has tried as much as possible to help us do our things in our own small way regarding the revenue that we have. So when it comes to research, because we are always lacking in terms of support, we have decided to bring this out there to people so that we could see if we can attract some kind of investment from business, from industry, to back what we are doing in order to support our research. After all, when we research, when we get the output, who uses them? Before this time, most of the research that we have done have been supported by external donors. And when the external donor comes in with the funds, obviously whatever you get, research outputs and data, is his. And so we are looking at the opportunity of getting investors in this country who can take advantage of what we do as research outputs and also manage the data that we collect at the end of the research so that together we can build aspects of our economy.
Awesome. So on Saturday, when I come to the AMA and I come to the stands of CSIR, Industrial Research, what am I going to see?
Basically, we are going to bring a few of the things we have done. The question was posed as to what we are doing in the area of researching into electricity or power, energy. Thankfully, we are very strong in the area of solar. And so we have looked at solar as an alternative to hydro, and that is what we are pushing forward. We have done a bit of training because quite apart from the fact that we are researchers, we also see it to be important as to how we can transfer knowledge, how we can improve on the people, how we can build that kind of relationship with the people so that some of them can own what we do. And so over the past 5 years, we have trained almost about 1,500 people in the area of design, installation, and maintenance of solar systems. That is one for the alternatives that we have. We also do have a strong control on the area of biogas. Waste has been a problem in the Ghanaian system, and so people have always found it difficult to manage the waste. And that is where industrial research comes in. We have looked at the opportunity or the advantage of managing the waste to produce energy. And so biogas is what we're doing. When biodegradable waste is putting into the digester, some organisms are introduced, and at the end of the day, you get what we call the methane. And this is what we do when you go to Umar Ben Hattab School in Medina Zongo. We have been able to construct a pilot project where the gas that is generated is passed into the laboratories for the kids to learn. And so by so doing, they will get to know the importance of the waste that is generated. And then they will know the essence of having to manage your own waste. And so for the problems that we are facing, we are looking at where people can actually have control over the waste that they generate into getting it into forms like energy, like biogas that I mentioned, and then solar. So we're actually doing a lot in the area of getting alternatives for energy, renewable energy, so to say. We are also on Saturday coming with a smart irrigation system. We have realized that farmers do have a tough time in terms of getting water availability throughout the year. And so we are looking at irrigation as a solution. When you are using electricity to power your systems for irrigation, electricity also is a problem in the countryside. And so we are giving alternatives like solar. Now we are looking at location-wise. How do the farmers get into their locations so easily? And so we have made it possible for us to water our products remotely by the use of cyber systems. And so these are the things that we are bringing on Saturday, just to have a look at what we have so that we can improve the lot of our farmers.
Wow. So Doc, quickly in wrapping up, just tell Ghanaians why they need to come and visit, your stands at This Is Ghana. With everything you're saying, sometimes it sounds so huge, it feels like you are talking to big companies, you're talking to Ghana as a whole. But individuals, how do we benefit from this, and why do we need to visit your stands?
Okay, thank you. I think if you are visiting our stands, you are not visiting the normal research staff that you have witnessed them on the shelves. We do very practical things that benefit society. We do things that you can take up, invest in, and it becomes an industry on its own. I think Japheth has made mention of a few of these very important areas. Mobile controlled irrigation, that you can use your mobile phone wherever you...
And this is for anyone and everyone?
Yeah, for anyone. And at the moment we are developing it such that we can input SIM cards. And these SIMs can be, you can top it up and irrigate your land. This is not something that is theoretical. This is something that we are carrying with us to demonstrate to the public that if you want to do farming, especially if you are a young man, a young woman, and you don't want to go the way that your fathers did, then we have got the solution for you. If it comes to things like the manure crop or electricity issues, we also have issues with theft. In this country, the electricity we produce, more than 30% of them end up being stolen. And the solution we have provided with nanotechnology and artificial intelligence is that we are able to detect theft in electricity. We are launching this very soon, and you see a demonstration of this system. We can go on and on. There are other very important technologies that you'll be seeing on our stand. So we invite you all, especially investors, the young ones, come and see what we do, and let's partner to bring the good things to the people of Ghana. Otherwise, we don't gain anything from the Amina, the cocoa seller, paying our salaries. And
of course, Ghana is for all of us, and so we need to come together and find ways, to make Ghana work. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time. We'll see you on Saturday and Sunday. I'm very curious to know what you are bringing and how I can benefit, because I don't want to be moving up and down for anything. I want to be controlling things with remotes, and getting some work done. So I've been speaking with Center for Scientific and Industrial Research. This is the Institute of Industrial Research. We'll see them with all the beautiful things they are doing, the innovative things they are doing to make sure we have an easy life on Saturday and Sunday at This Is Ghana. This is Breakfast Daily. We'll be right back.